Welcome to Rose's Corner. Today I'm making an old recipe called Russian hats that traditionally requires making many little bite-sized cakes, but I decided to make one single cake. Very delicious and tasty recipe, and here is what we'll need. Prepare 8 eggs and separate egg whites of egg yolks. I was keeping egg yolks in an eggshell, but if you like, you can still put them in a separate bowl. Start to beat the egg whites until they become slightly foamy. Then start adding 150 grams of sugar. After you beat the egg whites stiffly, gradually start adding 100 milliliters of water, which equals to 10 tablespoons. Continue mixing and start adding egg yolks inside. And the mixture looks very nice. And now we're gonna add 250 grams of flour or 11 heaping tablespoons. Add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. At the end, add 2 heaping tablespoons of cocoa, which makes 18 grams. Then slowly mix everything together. The mixture is now ready for baking. We're gonna put it in the baking pan, diameter of 26 centimeters. First, preheat the oven to 400 Fahrenheit, but bake the cake 40 minutes at 356 Fahrenheit. And now we're gonna prepare the filling for this cake. Here I have 300 milliliters of milk. Mix 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with a little bit of milk. Add 150 grams of sugar. Then we'll add 3 bags of vanilla sugar and mix everything together. The rest of the milk we're gonna leave on the stove until boiled, and then we're gonna gradually add our mixture inside, constantly stirring. Cook filling until it gets the right thickness, about 10 minutes, on medium temperature. The filling is now done and it has to be completely cooled down. And the cake is also baked. I always like to check with a toothpick to make sure that the cake is done. We're gonna divide the cake in 3 equal parts. Now we're gonna mix 150 grams of butter, we're gonna add in previously prepared and completely cooled down filling. Mix it together. We're gonna separate a small amount of filling for coating the cake from outside. Here we have 100 grams of coconut, and we're gonna add more than half of coconut in the rest of the filling. Now mix it together. This is gonna be such delicious filling for the cake. Just separate the filling in 2 parts and start putting it on the cake. If you like more richer taste, I recommend to double the recipe for this filling. This bumpy part on the cake, we're just gonna cut off to make it even. And now we're gonna coat the cake from outside with the filling that was separated at the beginning. Now we can start decorating the cake with the rest of the coconut. At the end, just melt 100 grams of chocolate with 1 tablespoon of oil. Slowly put the melted chocolate on top of the cake. Such easy steps to get to this beautiful cake. Here it is, Our cake, Russian hat, is all done. Just needs to be cooled down and it will be ready for serving. I hope you liked my idea for today to make this tasty cake recipe. My family, as well as my guests, were really happy with the choice for today's recipe, especially because we all love coconut. I also recommend you to try this recipe. I'm sure you're gonna love it. I wanna thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.